Hey everybody, it's Frankie Day Models. Okay, for this Wednesday morning for you, I have video problem number 2 on my United States Lines President Wilson by Lindberg, ex-Pyro. Okay, as you can see before you, I got the hull all painted. Everything's all painted except the decks and the funnels. And I got this painted all gray. I masked off the boot topping on there, which is, like I say, this thing's not glued together. The hull is, everything else isn't. Boot topping is a dark gray. I gotta mask this off here and every brush right about here. I just now saw it. Make sure it's straight there. So my eyes pick up the stuff like that. There's some photo etch on it. I got everything right here on my photo etch. It's all over here. I got everything I need for photo etch right here. I got all my railings, everything in there. Because I'm not certain this thing is 1/350 scale or not. It may be, because they're only 609 feet long, and Arizona, Tennessee, West Virginia, all those old battle wagons there at Pearl, they're about 624 feet. So it's probably about maybe 3 inches longer. It may be 1/350 scale. I'm thinking that it is. And I got the rails for it, so I'm going to put them on there. As noted from last video, all the raised rails out here have been removed. They're clean. You can't even see where they're at. In places, going to be railings. This is not too difficult model to build. It's pretty simple. It's old like me. It's been around for a while. It's the only one of its type. Now the President lines, they acquired a lot of these old transports from the Maritime Commission after the war. This here, the President Wilson and the President Cleveland, they were twin. Yeah, they were sister ships. They were almost identical twins. And they're the Admiral class auxiliary personnel transports. All these was for transports during the Korean War and World War II. And instead of using the Queen Mary and Queen Elizabeth and all those other ocean liners, they went and did something new. These things were built probably in the middle of the end of the war, and they used them as auxiliary transport personnel carriers. And so when they didn't use them no more, they returned to the Maritime Commission, and you got steamship lines like Matson Lines and the United States Lines, the Wilmington Patrick Lines. All these steamship lines buy these things, and they convert them into cruise ships. Because during the 1950s, they knew that the cruise ships of this sort was very inevitable to make money and transport people to their destination of holiday. This model can very easily be converted into its original state, which is known as the USNS Admiral Benson. These are Admiral class auxiliary transport personnel carriers. And you have the generals. The generals consist of the General Patrick and a Jerry William H. Moore. These are all C4 design hulls that resemble tankers in appearance, but all engines are aft, like hospital ships. You look at the repos, the Haven, and also the Hope. All these old transport ships, and the Ravel line, those C4 hulls, and them too could be easily transport MSTS, transport auxiliary vessels. I've airbrushed light gray in here for the upper works. Top works has already been primed and painted white, and I went over with gloss white and glossed all the gloss white. Next thing I'll do, I'm gonna take these funnels off, take the decks off, take all the decks off except the stern deck and the forecastle well decks. They've been glued in. They're gonna be painted gray. Then you gotta mask down all the superstructures and go ahead and paint that deck down where the decks are at. instead of having the booms pose yard and stay, I'm gonna have them a rig stay when they're up. To make the Benson class, all this has to be removed right here. This promenade section has to be removed. Then you got lifeboats that were in that place right there. So they had lifeboats down here and lifeboats on top of here. Then you had your king post up here, a king post here, and a king post here. Now, when you're building this thing, painting it, you have the combination ladders right there. Be sure to mask those off real well. I should have this thing done about a week or so. Now, I'm going to finish up on my Gold Star tuna clipper. And I'm going to go ahead and add a wash on the back of it like that, add some washes on it. I've got about 4 pieces I got to put on there and it's all done. I got 2 boats got to put on there, and I got the running lights, and it's all done. Everything else is just wash and rigging. The rigging won't take long on these things. So this tank come out pretty well. It's pretty clean. Like I say, it's slower. The longer you build these things, the better they come out. We build them too fast, you'll find errors in them. And people with good trained eyeballs can be able to see these errors in them. Now here's another one I'll be farting with. I've had this for years. I've got every ship the Airfix ever made, 1/600 scale. This is the HMS Suffolk in the 1/600 scale. This is an old kit. It was the blue stripe kit. This is probably 60 boxing. I know I bought it down there at FW Woolworths. Like I paid about maybe $1, $2 for it, or something like that. So I've got all those ships on the side there. I got the Fearless. I got the HMS Tiger. And I got the Fearless. I got the Tiger. I also got the Illustrious. No, Victorious. And I got the Ajax. The Ajax is real small. It's not that big. But I have the Campbellton. Ajax, got them all. So I'm going to be sneaking this in too. I started to fool with it last night. I got the hull together. And I got 1/600 scale railings that I'm going to put on this thing. One 600 scale, this is a cruiser. So she's about 12.5 inches long. All the way from stem to stern. And there's some pretty good detail in this thing too. I like these, as old as damn thing is, I like those open chocks on there. See those open chocks on there on the deck right there? On top of the freeboard, you can see them. Those little open chocks. They got those represented in this kit. This is a nice kit. This is going to be painted a light sea gray. Well deck forward will be painted green, and everything else will be painted wood tad for the deck, and of course the funnels will be buff color. That was the paint schedule for the Suffolks for the Royal Navy at the time of 1939, 1940. Here's the deck. The deck's got a little bit of wood grain. I use a pencil. Where was I at? Right here, yeah. I put a pencil on there and it brought out the deck planks on here. So I'm going to give this the same treatment that I gave my tuna clipper and the Titanic and the rest of them. After you paint this thing, your deck color, let it dry. Then take a side of a pencil and rub this way, and those planks will pick up. And you'll have 3D, no washes on it. Just go ahead and do it that way. Or you could put a wash on it, or just paint it buff. Just paint it deck can, leave it as is. That's all up to the builder. So anyway, I'm gonna be adding this in here too, the HMS Suffolk. Real nice kit. These Airfix kits are good. They're really nice. I like the ships. Of course, all the kits are in constant scale. Ships are 1/600. Most of the aircraft are 1/72nd scale, and lately it's 1/24 scale, like the high cat, like the Hellcat, and the rest of them out there. So I got that going. What else I got going on here? Yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna have live action. Probably working on my De Havilland Beaver, my float plane I got for my daughter. I was kind of mad at my kids for a while, guys. When it comes Christmas time, they don't say hello to me or nothing. I said, "What the hell have I done wrong to be shined over like that?" And I got to thinking, well, Frank, it's the kind of world we live in today. It's not like it used to be. This world is an upside down fruitcake, and all the fruit's falling off the icing. And so I assumed, like everybody, they're just busy. They get no time for me. I imagine as long as the CEO dad put a model on Facebook once in a while, they know I'm alive. But it is what it is, guys. Like I said yesterday, I called my daughter up, and we had a big monthly talk. And just like I surmised, she said, "Dad, I wasn't so busy with kids, bills, worrying about this, that." So I know. I was kind of worried about what I've done wrong. You guys haven't contacted me or nothing ever since your stepmother passed away. Things has been different. And I said, "Look, I told him, thank you very much for that plane you sent me." She got that thing at? She got it in New Orleans, just like the one I told you that story about. She got that in the anomaly shop they had. They had about 4 or 5 of them hanging up there. See what they do? They got these beer distributors. All these beer signs, beer lights. You got like Bud Light and all these microbrew beers comes out and stuff. And then they got all these flashing beer light signs. You can buy those off the right off from the dealer. I mean, from the people who makes those lights. And what they do that for advertisement. So they got Canadian Mist whiskey, and that's why they had that model airplane right there. Those hanging up there like I got these hanging up. It caught my eyes. I said, Chef LeBeau. I said, Chef. He goes, yeah. It says, where'd you get that float plane, that Beaver float plane? So I got my beer distributor. He says he bring all kind of things in. I go, okay. I says, when's he come in next time? He come in next Tuesday. I said, I got inventory of all the booze, the beer I drank. He come in, he take inventory, take back the store, and brings back the booze and everything. And I said, I'll see if we get you one of those. He did. Chef LeBeau handed me some Merry Christmas. I said, man, this is on Chef LeBeau for doing a good job in that roux you made. I said, I'm going to teach you how to make gumbo. And I did. He was a very nice man, very generous. He goes, you got any money? He always say, you got any money on you? I go, well, Chef, I said, I got just a small fee just for pipe tobacco or something. I says, you got no money, do you? I said, yes, I do. How much you got? I think I got about a couple $100 on me. He got more than that now coming. He pulls out his pocket, gives me a couple $100 bills. I said, what's this for? He says, this is my money. Go ahead, have a good time. Take day off. Go out there, do this. I said, okay, thanks, Chef. Shook his hand. He wanted me to stay with him, but I had problems at the house. I had to get back home, like wife and kids, because there wasn't no jobs. Like I got the Navy guys with no jobs nowhere. Then I was shipped out to the United States Marines, the Merchant Marines. Aboard the American Challenger. It was a C3 type merchantman. I was on that. I shipped on as a cook, and I learned a lot of cooking from my mom during the war. I learned a lot of stuff from her, and it helped. But being a family man with kids, a man needs to be home with his family, so that's why you call a house band, keep everything together. Well, there wasn't no hanky panky crap going on. I'm gone. And I make sure everything's in order. So I did the right thing, guys. He was a very nice man. So he gave me one of those. Said, Merry Christmas. Hey, thanks, Chef. I really appreciate this. And he handed it to me. So I'm going to probably work that live action after this video here. Give me something to do. And give you guys something to gawk at. So she got that from New Orleans. I think she went down to the French Quarter. There's a place out there called, it's right next to the seafood buffet. It's right there out there by the French Market. Yeah, it was right at the Fish Market. That's where she got it at. There's a novelty shop right there. You got a pier side right there. You got all these steamboats come through there. Oh man, you go up there and you walk down Canal Street. You make a left turn on Bourbon. Boy, you can smell all that cuisine going on. Ooh, people walking around drunk. Different world. Okay, I'm out of here. So this is the conclusion of video 2 for the President lines. The SS President Wilson, reboxed by the good folks at Lindberg, ex-Pyro kit, ITC to boot. If you have one of these stash, build it. Don't be bashful. It's very easy to build. A child, a novice, should have no time. But ain't that many parts. It just goes together. You can build this thing out using the instructions. Just guess where things go. But like I said, the biggest time-consuming thing about this whole thing was removing all those rails, like anything. Do not like those big rails because they weren't detailed that good compared to the Revell ones. You can see just a little bit of lines that bread and adding washes ain't gonna do it there. So screw it. I got a 1/600 scale photo wedge from Lord Perry's gold medal models, and I'm going to use that as railing because this thing is almost this thing's 1/350 scale, and I got the 350 scales by Lauren Perry. I also got the 1/600 scale. All those railings I got from Lauren Perry. So 1/350 scale will fit on here really good, and it'll make it look better than it is. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm going to start working on the Susquehanna, probably start the running rigging on that by tomorrow. I got it all done. All the standing rigging's done. I got the chain guys all done on there on the funnels. It's all been touched. I did a little weathering on it, last night. It's all finished. It's ready for standing for the running rigging and lifeboats and anchors. And I had the pendants to it, and she's all done. So I had it done about a couple of weeks. And get that out of the way, thank God, and jump on something else. Okay, this is Frankie Dave Model signing off. So stay tuned for the live action with the you have a float plane. I'd like to thank all my new subscribers, all my viewers out there to review my videos. Thank you very much. They have been very good lately. But I am what I am. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man, and it is what it is. Okay, make mama happy. Take care of little ones. Stay focused, you drive, spend wisely, and beware of your surroundings. Get yourself a kit or drive one out of the closet. It's going to get cold hard tonight. And cold hard the rest of these 2 months because we got winter coming in. And say your prayers and God bless you all. Love you fellows. You guys take care. We'll see you on the next video. That'll be just around the corner. This is Frankie Dave from Frankie Dave Model signing off. God bless you all. I love you fellas and God bless you.